short time period, so just hitting the highlights, but really meant to have an introduction to making the most of chamber membership. So today joined with Misty Von Baron, chamber president, Courtney Straker, our vice president, and Tom Lopovac, another board member. And so any of them may chime in at any given time. But we're going to go ahead and get started. Again, this is just a brief overview of some items to be familiar with, to make sure that you're making the most of your chamber membership. There's lots of different perks, but it's kind of one of those things, you get what you put into it. So let's check out some of those items. So making the most of your membership, today we're going to cover the Member Information Center, the members only communications, networking opportunities, and sponsorship opportunities, as well as some program participation. So you can kind of keep along, keep track of what we're talking about with those 5 items today. So first off, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into the Member Information Center, MIC, or the member portal, sometimes I call it. This is where you can update your member directory listing on our website. Everything feeds into that so that your hours are posted, your location is correct. You can add individuals, add representatives of your business if you've got multiple employees. You can also add events to the community calendar. So I know the library has been doing a lot of this lately with so many activities that they have. All it is simple adding events, and then it shows up on our community calendar. And then lastly, a big popular thing right now with so many open positions, wanting to make mention that we have a job board right on our website. So those are the main 3 things that I'd like to cover with the Member Information Center. There are more things that we can do with this, but these are the 3 main things that I think members will be most interested in on a large scale, with the most interest across the board. And since it's still fairly new, it's still a matter of educating people on how to use it, so that it's even more useful for our community as well. So when we're looking at the website, currently we have a chamber tab under the PerryIA.org website. Fun fact, we are working on our very own website that will be launched this spring. So still more details on that, but you are the first to know about that if you are watching this recording. So right now, PerryIA.org, look for the chamber tab, about us, and then that member login will take you to the member portal. If you haven't already logged in before, this will be something that you should contact me to help you out with. There is no link that says request for a member login. If you think that you have one, go ahead and click on that and it'll take you to a login page. You can say forgot password, things like that, but just let me know. We would like to have at least one person from every chamber member business or organization have a login. That is our goal, so that you have the opportunity to update your listing as you go. And multiple people can have a member login. We just have to set it to gain access to that. So just let us know to get you connected with that. But once you get into that, this is what the dashboard is going to look like. So you'll notice that the logo at the top is for the chamber, so you know you're in the right place. There's an upcoming events on the right-hand side, as well as some items across the top, and on the left-hand side you see some shortcuts. So this is just a screenshot of what that looks like, but I'm going to go ahead and click on this and show you a couple items here while we navigate around the Member Information Center.
So it's going to take me here. Yes, great, it worked. So just like with Facebook or LinkedIn, there is a news feed where you'll see different updates if people have made any changes, if they've posted jobs. I went ahead and added a press release earlier yesterday, and I posted in here to say we're looking for nominations for the Big Blue Bracket Battle. Right now, this is pretty underutilized, but as we hope that more members get used to accessing the Member Information Center, this can be a way to interact with other members and organizations on that B2B level, so that you can give them some inside scoop about what's going on, as well as stay up to date with chamber updates. So you can see again, I pointed out that there's upcoming events on the right-hand side. It shows that my company profile is 100% filled out. So that's awesome, a good example of what that can look like. I'm going to mention real quick, because I might forget later, that there is an app free to download. So you can access all of this information, update your information on the go. Very simple. I just downloaded it last night. I had another one for managing the Member Information Center from the Chamber side of things, but with the new app, it looks really clean and easy for members to use. So I'm really excited to start promoting that for our members to quick make updates on the go, especially with your hours and member directory description. So this is an opportunity to update your personal information. Again, like a LinkedIn, you can add a photo so that when you are making posts, you can add that. But that's not super interesting on the outside looking in. One thing that you'll want to do is check out the company information and actually update to make sure that your website is correct, and your address, ways to contact, and then different categories if you're not showing up where you'd like to on our directory. This is a place that you can change that so that you can show up in the correct category when people are searching for you. There are options for logos, photos, and video, but this is an enhanced option for our Chamber Champions. So that is still in the works for updating our website. But you can see that with the general information, you can make sure that you have everything that you need on there as far as contact, and also for social media links, a description, hours of operation, and even driving directions if it's not super easy to find your location. So these are all things that show up on the website, and I'll show you that in a little while. But you can see that anything that's updated here goes directly onto our directory on online. So other things here in the Member Information Center, I mentioned we just looked over the company information. News releases, if you have one that you'd like to submit, and then that will show up on our website, but that's also a way for us to see what's going on with your business or organization. These blue boxes right at the top, add new press release or manage new release. Those are areas that you could be adding that. So I mentioned that I just posted the one about our big bracket battle, so it's showing up right here. Another interesting feature is the job postings. And again, I'm just clicking that on the quick links to the left. Right now, we just have 2 openings. I know a couple have been posted and maybe have expired or have been filled. But right at the top, again, you see those blue buttons that say add job posting. And that is a way to go ahead and fill out title, description, the time frame that you want it to be posted. If there's a certain category that you'd like it to show up in, there's quite a few options here. Contact information for how to get a hold of you. Again, active dates, an image. If you'd like to link it out to another website for actually applying, then you can do that here as well. So very simple. There's not a lot of forms to fill out, but really it's a nice way to show a basic description of the job that's posted, and then you'll see that on our website. Just as soon as we click accept, it will show up. So the next thing here, I'm going to go back, and I mentioned events. So it's not quite a quick link on the left, but we do have it up at the top. So right now we're doing the Chamber 101 new member orientation. It's happening right now. It's showing up at the top. But you can see that there's quite a few on here already. Most of these are our library options. Different events going on. Same thing as before, top right blue button, add events. Very simple, basic information to be including here with the event title and when it's happening, details, location, time, if there's a cost for admission, your contact information, different event categories. You can click more than one if you'd like to show up when people are searching. There's different photo options, quite a few actually, and even a link to video. So all of these things you can add right on the Member Information Center. we get a message saying that there's something to approve. As soon as we click OK, it shows up on our website. So in the future, we'll have more options in our member information center. That's going to show different things. There's places that we can add some more features here, but for now, those are the three that I would really like to push out to our members to say these are ways that you can update information. Feel free to always send us information directly, but this is an opportunity for you to go ahead and update on your own. I know Misty at the library has done a lot of different things with the events. From what I hear, it's a very simple process from the outsider looking in, not just from my perspective. But again, these are the three things in the Member Information Center to be on the lookout for.
It's extremely simple. We have one person that's in charge of our marketing at the library, and I simply gave her the instructions on how to do it. She puts it as part of her procedure when she's doing any marketing for any events, and it goes through there. So we're hoping that with that particular piece that the chamber offers, that we can then maximize that so that it becomes more and more of an actual community-wide thing that we can get more of our, not only our members to look at, but also to get our community members and citizens to look at, so that we can really market it out there, maximizing your membership.
Yes, so while Misty was talking, I just clicked on perrya.org. Again, under the Chamber of Commerce, we have events and then the calendar. So this is what it looks like currently. I did mention that we'll be updating our own website, so this will have a different look and feel, but the Member Information Center will actually stay exactly the same. So even if you get used to it now, it'll be the same in the future. But you can see that we've got a number of things on the calendar right now, and I would love to see this just fill up with everybody's different activities. We can go ahead and post in there, but it would be really great and helpful for this information to be coming from our members directly, so that all of the information is accurate. So you can see that all of those, as soon as they're posted, then this is where they show up on our events calendar.
Anyway, here is on the Chamber website through the Perry site, Chamber of Commerce member directory, and here's where you find all of the different categories. You can go to all members A to Z. So this is what it looks like from outside looking in. Everybody's membership, everyone that's a member on the Chamber is located here. Chamber champions have their logos, but you can click on any of them to get more information. The biggest thing is having their location and phone number, but then that opportunity to add more information for the descriptions and things like that. So again, let me know if you'd like to have access to the Member Information Center. This is something where it's pretty quick and easy. You'll use your email address for your login, you'll select your password, etc. So pretty simple on that. Would be happy to help out one-on-one to get people situated with this. So I mentioned the Member Information Center with that news feed. That would be an opportunity as more people get on there to use that for member-only communications. But for right now, it's pretty basic that it's just there and ready to use. Other member-only communications, we do have a Facebook member group. So this is an opportunity for us to push out information in case you miss it in email, as well as posting different events and activities. But it's also an opportunity for anyone that's in that group to post information. So again, that B2B, that business to business, if you want to post something that you're having a sale or that you have a new employee, whatever is going to make sense, you can post it on your own Facebook page. But remember to use that member group as a way to reach out to other chamber members to get that information out. And then also the e-newsletter. So right now we just have an e-newsletter that goes out to members only. So hopefully you all have received that before. Maybe this is how you found out about this opportunity today. We are working on more of a chamber chat. So if you remember the Chief's chat sheet, we are looking at an option for printable easy to distribute newsletters that have more general information, like those events and different activities that are going on. So that's coming down the road for a more community-based e-newsletter. But for right now, we currently have a members-only newsletter where, again, we're pushing out information from the chamber, from our various members about what events and activities are going on, and that's a good way to stay connected with those things. So here is what the how to find the member group. So I'm going to click on this and not forget to share my screen. But if you go to Facebook and go to the Chamber of Commerce page, under the tabs that say groups, that is where you'll see several different groups that we have linked. And so I will do that now and new share to the member group. So right now we have the Perry, Iowa Chamber of Commerce members. When you go to join, it does ask you a couple questions, just confirming that you are actually in Perry, Iowa, and then also what member organization you're part of. It is a closed group, so people can see that it exists, but they can't necessarily see what is being posted. That's the nice thing about a private group, and that it's a members-only feature. So you can see with some of the recent activity, I just posted the latest e-newsletter, posted things about our Big Boom Bracket Battle again, and anything else that kind of changes. So a lot of times it's just me posting, but I would love to see this be an opportunity for members to post about what's going on with them, to say, hey, as my neighbor business or my fellow members, here's some information for you. So pretty simple. It's just another Facebook group. I think just about everyone is familiar with how that works on the group side of things. Posting directly in the group, anyone can see it, as opposed to your own page. Only if people like it or you paid to boost it will people see it. You can even turn on notifications so that you are even more engaged with the group. I'm going to go ahead and click on this newsletter to show you what an example of some of our newsletters look like. So in case you haven't seen anything like this, definitely check out. Let me know to make sure that we have you on our list, but all members should be on our newsletter list. So pretty basic information. A lot of times we're pushing out information of upcoming events and activities. There is a workforce survey out there right now, so hope that you all get a chance to check that out. We've got chamber coffees, which I'll mention a little bit later, but we usually put some save the dates out there and then some member connections of what's going on. There is an option once you get to a newsletter to go to past issues, and you can look through all of the past issues that we have sent out from the newsletter side of things. We send out reminders of chamber coffees, but then several times a month we will post actual e-newsletters about what's going on in the community and especially from the chamber. So definitely check that out. If you've missed any, there's an opportunity to look back on all of those. So that is the e-newsletter. You can even join the mailing list right then and there, but it gives you an idea of what we've got going on. And once again, just getting back to the Facebook page, you can see right here on home, events and groups is where you would access the member group page. We do have another one for ambassadors and for the merchants group. So those are other options to get involved on a more specific side of things instead of the overall member group. So just let me know if you have any questions on either of those groups or subgroups of the chamber, but just looking forward to having people get more involved. So we'll get back to our PowerPoint here. Hopefully there's no questions, or if anyone would like to chime in on those member only communications. Again, we've got the Member Information Center, we've got the Facebook member group, and the e-newsletter currently. Okay, so some networking opportunities. We've got a number of things throughout the year. Monthly, we have our chamber coffees. We have quarterly after hours. This is a new thing that we're adding. Of course, ribbon cuttings kind of come depending on availability and opportunity to host those. And then we will have our annual dinner coming up right in April. So as far as monthly chamber coffees go, these are always on the second Friday at 8 a.m. The locations do vary. That's an opportunity for a business or organization to host and share more about their business, what's going on, give tours, introduce new members in their organization, their staff. But it's also a way for members to network with each other. So this is a chance to share what's new with you, what's going on. If you have updates, bring some people along to get connected, that face-to-face interaction, so you're actually meeting people. The format of our chamber coffees always start off very casual at the beginning with a bit of networking, grab some refreshments. The host always hosts those refreshments. And then we circle up and do introductions, say what is new with you, and then we turn it over to our host to give more information about them. So very casual, but a nice way to connect with other members every month. The next one will be at the Carnegie Library Museum. That will be on March 11th, again at 8 a.m. New this year for quarterly after hours, this is another opportunity to network and meet up with other businesses. A number of other chambers do this sort of thing, so kind of to go along with our chamber coffees in the morning, we are going to start off with after hours and start off on a quarterly basis. So we selected March, June, September, and December as months to do that. Our very first one is going to be on Wednesday, March 9th, 5 to 7 p.m., and we will be at Tin Pig Tavern and the Gamble Block Brewery. We will go ahead and do a ribbon cutting during that time, so we invite everybody to join us for that. But it'll be another casual way to interact with other members and see a new place that maybe you haven't been into yet. So then I mentioned ribbon cuttings as well. This really comes up as an as-needed basis, whether we have new members, new businesses, new owners, an expansion. A chance to celebrate those milestones in our community with those businesses and organizations. But we encourage, excuse me, we encourage everyone to come out to support each other as members. It is open to the public for people to come and see. Sometimes there's tours involved. We get to behind the scenes look at what's going on and to hear from the businesses. Again, to celebrate those milestones and to also network with each other as well. Those are scheduled just as they come and go, so there's no set or time or date. So as a new member, let us know if you're interested in that, if I haven't reached out to you already. And then lastly, for our annual dinner, we haven't had this since 2019, so really excited to have this again. The date is Tuesday, April 5th at La Poste will be the location for our annual dinner. This is a chance to celebrate the past year, or in this case, the past couple years, the different successes and bringing together all of our chamber members. We have annual awards, lots of different speakers, and then some kind of entertainment and fundraising a bit as well. So just a chance to get out of the norm and gather together to celebrate. So different ways to get involved, from the casual to more formal side of things, but we hope to see you at any of these coming up. So another opportunity would be sponsorship. So these are paid sponsorship opportunities. So going over some of our annual events as well as community activities. You see some different logos on the shirts as well as the banners at the band show. So this would be for Burr that just happened in February. A great opportunity for sponsorship as well as the Friday Fest and 4th of July. To get your name out there. This is good for name recognition, brand recognition for your business. Again, this is a paid opportunity, but a way to maximize your membership, being that this is a members only opportunity. Additionally, for community activities, when we host parades, there are opportunities to sponsor those parade prizes and then get involved by being a judge, and then again, get your name out there as well. For our farmers markets, we will have a new opportunity to sponsor those this year. So I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but that is another ongoing activity that would be available for people to get involved with. So I won't talk too much about sponsorship opportunities. They come and go throughout the year. but this being a pay-to-play opportunity, I just wanted to mention it as a chance to enhance your membership and your recognition in the community. But this is an option as opposed to the other ones are open to anyone. So program participation, this is for anyone to be involved with. Some activities make sense for some businesses and others not as much, but wanted to showcase some opportunities for being involved without that paid sponsorship, as I mentioned, but another way to get involved with the community. So with different programs, we have the Ambassador Program. It's a newly rebooted program. I have a whole nother PowerPoint and recorded presentation on the Ambassador Program. So I'll encourage people to check that out. But it's a chance to get more involved, select someone from your business organization to get involved with that. It doesn't even have to be a member business. You can just be a member, an individual member as an ambassador. But this is a chance to stay connected, to meet up, to plan activities, be in the know when it comes time for ribbon cuttings and things like that. So really looking forward to building up the Ambassador Program this year. For Perry Bucks, the image is a little fuzzy, but this is what Perry Bucks looks like. These are in $5 and $10 increments. They are available for any chamber member to accept as cash and then turn into the chamber office to be redeemed for check. So how this works is someone will purchase Perry Bucks from the chamber, again, $5 and $10 increments, as much as they would like. A lot of times they distribute it to employees or friends as gifts. This is essentially a gift certificate to any chamber member business in town. So instead of purchasing a gift card from one business specifically, purchasing Perry Bucks allows you to spend them at any chamber member business. So again, $5 and $10 increments, use them just as cash. You can even get change back. Businesses should give change back. And then once you've collected a good handful of those, call us at the chamber office to get those redeemed. And just for that face value, you will get a check reimbursement for that. So we just had one at Ben's Five and Dime, about $200 turned in. So Andrea had a nice stack of Perry Bucks. She was able to call us and say, hey, I've got some to turn in. We wrote her a check and she was able to exchange those. So a nice way to support local businesses, promote spending local, and a nice thing to gift to your employees, as well as around the holidays, we get a lot of people purchasing these to give to friends and family to spend locally. So something that's a little bit more Misty, yep, you're muted.
It's a great opportunity for businesses to also use for any kind of enhancements to their sales. For example, at the library, we utilize Perry Bucks as prizes for our reading programs and for additional things throughout the year. So it's a great way for us to make sure that those monies are staying within our community and rewarding our readers.
Yes. And just as I mentioned for Perry Bucks, these are for purchases, so you can't just go to the bank and redeem them for cash. So it is for purchases. So if it doesn't quite make sense for your organization or your business, that would be something that it's not 100% across the board for all members. But for the most part, any chamber member can accept these for purchases, and then they would redeem them with the chamber. But a great opportunity to with prizes like Misty said at the library, or kind of add an extra enhancement to a special that you're having, or to encourage your employees to support local businesses as well. So as far as merchant groups and events, this is something a little bit more specialized with retail and restaurants especially. A lot of different events and activities pop up. It's easier for those types of businesses to be showcased for this kind of thing. We just had the chocolate walk. So we had 15 businesses participate, and this is an example of what the ticket looked like, where people were encouraged to purchase tickets and then get around to all of those locations. stamping them along the way and getting chocolate treats as well. There's different groups, different events around the year. Chocolate Walk being one that's most known around Valentine's Day, but different sip-in shops and other activities happen as well. So if that makes sense for your business, that is an opportunity to check out. And then as far as other community events that are a little bit more widespread, we have the Farmers Market, Spooktacular, and Lighted Parade as three main ones that just about anyone can get involved with. So our Farmers Market in the summertime runs for 18 weeks from June through September. We have vendors that come to sell items, but this is an opportunity for any member to join us to pop up a booth and then interact with the community. So we have monthly special events that might be themed. So we might invite you to join us for those markets. But this is a chance for any chamber member. It's completely free to participate. Just let us know ahead of time so we know that we have a spot for you. But a great way to interact with the community. We have hundreds of people that come down to the farmers market each Thursday night. So a chance to interact with them. So that's in the summertime. Spooktacular in October. It's our downtown trick-or-treating. Anyone can set up a booth there, a table to hand out candy or treats to trick-or-treaters. We block off the streets, and it's a way to have a safe space for people to walk around with their kiddos to trick-or-treat. So another chance to be a part of the community and give back with the trick-or-treating. And then Lighted Parade, I mentioned this specifically beyond the 4th of July parade, because this one's a little bit more special with it being lighted and around the holidays. Again, anyone can join the parades that we have with the 4th of July, but with the Lighted Parade being the holidays, it takes a little bit more effort to put in a parade float, and so wanted to make mention of that as a good opportunity, especially around the holidays, to bring some joy in the community. So with that, just a chance to get your name out there, a lot of eyes on the parades. The homecoming parade with the city and the school will be in the fall as well, so a chance to show your support in the community and get your name out there as well. So these are all free opportunities to get more involved in the chamber. So that is really all that I have, those 5 main points of ways to get involved with the chamber, to really enhance your membership, expand your brand recognition of your own business or organization, stay connected with different opportunities. And so that's really a quick overview of lots of different things. We'll dive deeper into some of these in the future, but really looking forward to having members take advantage of these opportunities to, again, stay updated, update your own business directory on your own, update some of those events and post your jobs, especially in the Member Information Center. So anything from board members that are present here today, as any tidbits or last things, maybe I didn't cover anything, maybe if you learned something, let us know what, if there's anything there.
I think you did good covering everything.
Okay.
Just make sure, I mean, people, if you have questions or concerns or need to know how to do something, just give Lindsay or one of the board members a call and we'll do our best to make sure that you are maximizing your benefits.
Definitely. But thanks again for joining us, and if you have any questions, contact us, let us know how we can help you. We'll continue to push out more information about these items throughout the year, and then we will have a plan to have more of these Chamber 101 sessions, very similar, hopefully in person, that we can do some more networking and introductions to board members and other members. So thanks again, and we look forward to working with you.